Winter sports can be just fun and games until someone gets hurt.
With today's winter safety tips, reporter Taylor Austin explains how to stay safe when playing winter sports.
Our winters are long here in North Dakota, so you almost have to make the most out of it. Many spend the cold months participating in winter sports such as snowmobiling. In our state, a rider must be 12 years or older to operate a snowmobile. However, safety classes are still required.
North Dakota Parks and Recreation, they conduct safety classes online. 10 and 11-year-old kids can get certified. They can only ride with their parents. 12 years and older, if they don't have a driver's license, need to take a safety course to ride as well.
The most common mistakes riders make are riding while under the influence of drugs or alcohol, riding too fast for conditions, or riding past their own physical ability. Thronson says that the most important thing for riders to do before they go is to check the weather conditions and let somebody know where they're going.
I guess I can't stress enough that we don't recommend riding alone. You're much more likely to be able to get out of a bad situation if you do have somebody with you, and somebody else that knows the area as well.
Thronson also says that snowmobilers should try to stay away from riding on thin ice, around cattails, and double check before crossing the road. Even if you don't have an engine, there are other winter activities that include gliding across the snow. KX News sat down with Andy Beck, the mountain operations manager at Huff Hills, and Huff Hills Ski Patrol, Kurt Weinberg, to get more tips on how to stay safe when winding down the slopes this winter.
Part of it's dressing right, I think, have a base layer that wicks, have an insulation layer, have a wind layer, wear a neck gaiter, wear a hat. Think about layering always, have good protection, eye protection, goggles or sunglasses, and sun protection too. The sun, when we're out on this snow, the reflection is pretty high, so a good SPF sunscreen.
Even though the temperatures are cold, there is still a lot of exertion and sweating when it comes to winter sports, so it's always important to keep water handy and stay hydrated. Being one of very few ski areas in the state, Huff Hills is flooded with people over the weekends. One way people can keep themselves safe, and others, before hitting the slopes is to first know how to ski or snowboard. Start on the bunny hill and work your way up to the harder hills. There is also a responsibility code for snowboarders and skiers at Huff Hills that will help keep everyone safe and having fun.
Just like driving a vehicle, we can't hit people in front of us. They have the right of way. And then we also need to have a responsibility that if we have to stop for some reason on the hill, we want to make sure we're visible from above. We don't want to stop right underneath the slope or right underneath the park jump. Somebody might not know we're there, and you have a higher risk of collision. And so some of that personal responsibility goes a long way.
If something does happen while you're skiing or snowboarding, the first thing to do is to find someone with a ski patrol jacket on and direct other skiers around the incident.
So make that scene safe, report it to somebody, help in any way that you can, get a patroller or mountain staff there, and then from there we can get them transported down to our hut. We have a hut with 3 cots, and we help people all the time over the weekends.
It's not as scary as it sounds. Beck says only about 1 in a million skiers per year will have a serious ski accident. Whether you're skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, or whatever your snow sport of choice is this winter, always be sure to check the weather before you go. Dress in heavy warm layers, stay hydrated, and always keep the buddy system in mind. For KX News, I'm Taylor Austin.
If you want to learn more about snow sports safety, visit our website, kxnet.com.